Hey everybody, I'm Taylor Benson, the assistant producer on the Rocksmith project, and I'm here today just to give you a quick heads up into the new features and things that we've added with our new title update patch. So let's start off at the title screen right here. The first thing you'll notice when you load up your pre-existing save data is that at the instrument select screen, you're actually now given the option to select bass. And this is, of course, if you have the bass pack downloaded, you can play the entire game in bass, new techniques challenges, bass support for the minigames, etc., etc. But let's go into some of the other features that we add with the patch. One thing we've gotten a lot of feedback on is the ability to navigate our in-game shop. And we've heard about this, and so we decided to make some changes to the download store. So if you go into it and then check the songs menu, you can notice it's much more easy to navigate now. It's roomy, friendly, and easy to scroll all the way through without having to wait for 10 minutes. Also, you'll notice on the right that the arrangements included in each song are quickly listed out so you don't have to read through the text to find out what you're buying when you purchase each song. Finally, anything that's already been purchased is denoted with a quick check mark, and anything that's a featured item is now starred and highlighted in blue, making navigation quick, easy, and also super simple to identify what's newly been released, in this case, the Queen Pack. In addition to making the download store more user-friendly, we've also given the same treatment to the songs list. Now, we know that it takes a good long while to scroll to the end of the songs list, so we've implemented a quick scroll, which accelerates the longer that you scroll through the list, meaning you can get to the end way down at the W's in a matter of seconds. So another big requested change that we had comes actually in the form of riff repeater. So let's go to a pretty popular song like Unnatural Selection. In the riff repeater, we've received numerous suggestions that it would be great if you could just select the speed that you want to play your song at or your riff at and be able to play that to your heart's content at that speed. And we've implemented just that feature. So let's take the outro section of Unnatural Selection's combo arrangement, which is pretty difficult, and let's run it through the accelerator. Now, generally, the accelerator was used to first gauge your performance and then give you a set speed to play the riff back at based on your initial performance. It still works that way, but if you'd like to actually undercut that process and set your own speed automatically, we've now given you the ability to do so. So let's complete a quick tuning check here, and then I'll show you how it's done. So it says to play the section once to get your starting speed. But let's say we don't want to do that. We'll push start and enter the pause menu and then go into set speed, which is a new feature with our newest patch. Once you're in the set speed menu, you can change your speed to anything you want to in any increment, all the way down to 25%, which, trust me, is extremely slow. So this riff's pretty hard, and we don't want to have to go through it at 100% to try and figure out what our starting speed should be. Let's just say we already want to play it at 70% speed. We can select that immediately, and it'll go right down to 70. So this should make the riff a little bit more manageable to play, especially if it's really difficult. Now you'll notice, upon completing the riff at 70% speed successfully, you're actually thrown back into the riff at the same speed. And this will go like this at 70% until you decide to stop. So that means if you set any speed, including 100%, you can play it at that speed over and over and over again until you decide you no longer want to do that. So if the time comes when you decide that you no longer want to play this riff at this specific speed, you can press start to enter the pause menu again and select resume acceleration. And this brings it back to the normal accelerator functionality, wherein a successful completion of the riff will increase the speed of the riff until you get to 100%, at which point you've completed the accelerator activity. So now that I've resumed acceleration, if you play the song successfully at 70%, you'll notice that after successfully doing so, you'll level up the phrase to a higher speed and a larger percent. So this will actually level up the speed and get to 81% now. Successful completion of this will level up the speed, so forth, and you get to 100 and complete the activity. It's a great way to practice, and it's also a great way to really concentrate on the riffs that you're having trouble with by being able to play them at the speed you want as many times as you want. So that wraps up the new features and inclusions with our new title update patch, the biggest one being the base pack. Make sure you download that on August 14th, and thanks for tuning in.